episode 4. We just completed a quest for the Brotherhood last episode. So I believe we found the Fat Man site down in Fort Strong last episode. Doge meat. Now, sorry if I'm not as energetic in this video as I'm not gonna say usually, but I didn't get any sleep.
Wish a buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off.
Damn it, I have to replay this part.
No time to die!
Reload it, man. Alright, is Dance even in here? Poke. Poke. What? Oh, he uses stam. I don't remember using stamina in back when I originally played it. Alright, let's just skip all of this and go down to the basement. Paladin Dance is clipping through the walls. Okay.
Who's there? What's that?
Oh, what is that? I know what it is. It's just bye bye. Wait, he has a rocket launcher as well? Oh shit. I ain't getting anywhere doing that. Piss off, doggo. I'm gonna have to wait to use it. Alright, wait until he pokes his little head out. Oh no, go for the head. Well, that is not funny. I have no ammo left. Okie dokie. Nothing's going right, is it? It said I had one. I feel like I'm gonna die. Oh, use the stim pack. God, this is starting off very all over the place. This is gonna take a bit. Piss off, doggo. He's a little shit. He's a legendary too. Can I die already? Come in, you little bitch. Out of every place the super mutants could have taken, they decided to take a military base full of mini nukes.
Nice.
How much ammo would I have for a pipe rifle? Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, but he had to constantly reload it. Like I need a semi-auto. What else did he have on him? A sniper rifle. I don't even have that much of the 308. One more person, I believe. I have to clear out. One mutie. Is this a...
Getting hungry. I know.
Oh, it's not a semi-auto. I mean, it is a semi-auto. It's like the size of super mutants in this game is like it may just be me, but they look a lot smaller than they did in Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Cause they scaled pretty big in 3. And here Dance is stuck in this little office.
Paladin.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Agree.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities
Dance
are
loved
just
that.
another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't be
Don't
sorry.
apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, brother. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Finally, this stupid mission is over. Well, that's kind of cool. Like the flash and the elevators. Just like give people epilepsy. Not epilepsy. Epilepsy is a epileptic seizures. Give people epileptic seizures, not epilepsy. I'm an idiot. And we're almost level 15. Shouldn't there be like mounted guns on it or something? Because, you know, that's a pretty beast-ass ship. Is this
You
Dance?
should head back to the Prydwen.
Wouldn't it be cool if, like, the Brotherhood, after you took Fort Strong, all the whole Brotherhood was like swarming the place? Maxim. Oh, I was wondering, is that a person? I should probably take my fusion core out.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
For the Brotherhood, I guess.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location.
That's
You need
pretty
aerial
neat.
transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Sounds like you're gonna have me crawling through the sewers now.
It could be the sewers, the transit tunnels, or maybe an old vault. We just don't have enough information right now.
I am
want you to get out
still
there
baffled how
and
they
become our eyes
managed
and
to
ears on
create
the
the
ground.
Institute
You seem
like
to have a
that.
vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it
Wait,
to me
how does he know?
immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnant. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Check underground.
What about those energy readings that Paladin Dance's recon team detected?
Our scribes are confident that the energy readings are from Institute technology, due to the unusually high frequency, but the source is unknown. We're still detecting them on occasion, but by the time we send a team to investigate, they disappear. Just watch your step. I wouldn't be surprised if the energy reading were caused by some type of Institute weapon. Is there anything else?
No
Not right
questions.
now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Alright, so we should get back on the main quest line. We need to head back to Diamond City.
Proud to be served under Elder Maxim. I had enough of lions and his foolish ways.
I don't know why I took a flight down here when I could have just fast traveled from up there. Ooh. I has an idea. I'm not gonna say it.
No skull in the league who stands a smile. Perfection for sale. Hand-tooled pieces.
Come on, Nikki. I'm just asking for your opinion. You'd be actually a great quote.
He's my client, Piper. Why don't you learn not to snoop on a man's private affairs?
Well, well, speak of the devil.
Oh, she's trying to get some gossip on me.
Not with your son.
You like me?
What happened?
Yeah, I know, that's what I was planning on. I was planning on shooting up the school. In Fallout 4, of course. Don't take those words, you know.
You were right, Nick. Kellogg did have my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Sean.
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things...
He ain't kidding. Heck,
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
I need to find a way.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people.
What was
in the
wrong
middle
with
of the
Nick's
night,
eyes right there?
And sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there. But to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg.
He's dead.
Huh.
Whatever you're thinking, it doesn't matter. He's dead.
Yeah. Figures the Institute's only man on the outside wouldn't be the type to be taken alive.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
I was so blinded by anger. I just wanted him dead. Now look what I've done.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
Good
I
idea.
hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no...
Uh-huh. Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... Who's coming with you?
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I'm gonna go with Piper.
I'll head out with Piper.
She bae.
Meet you there.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Trophy unlocked. Reunions. Shit, you scared me.
Hey.
You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want. Especially if it's high-tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... Let's just say they have their own agenda.
They want to help.
We should get going.
I honestly
Alright.
believe that by heart. I believe that the Brotherhood wants to help the people of the Commonwealth. Like, a lot of their, the ways that they they deal with like mutants and stuff like that is a little not gonna say it's inhumane. It can be resolved differently. Yeah, and I am planning on playing other things that are not Fallout. Maybe, I know for sure I'm going to be making videos on Resident Evil 7 when it releases. And any other game that I get for PS4. When I get a capture card, it'll be a lot easier for me to make videos. When I get a capture card, you should expect some Xbox One content to be up on the channel. Silver Shroud radio signal. Oh, I remember that quest. I want to do it, but later. And I'm gonna be doing scary games, of course, because Resident Evil 7 is a scary game. I don't understand how a dog can break a piece of power armor.
Oh, hell no!
It's funny how our Raider Survivalist is a higher level than me.
Broken!
Just completely decimated. Oh, no, 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 no. You ain't coming from me. God damn it, shoot it. What the hell was that? You want a faggot? Oh, god dang. I hear feral fools. Oh. Why did Piper drag this thing along? Because the Institute and the whole quest with what's his name? Virgil. He actually has the cure to FEV, so if you were to go with the Brotherhood, like, this is like my idea for like a really good ending for the Brotherhood. If you were to go with the Brotherhood and somehow get the cure for FEV, that instead of wiping out the super mutants, you make some kind of like a injector gun like there already is in the game, and you make little syringes full of the FEV cure and just like go out and shoot the super mutants and like run away. I mean, that would be like the canonical ending for me if that were to be, you know, if that were to work. But when you destroy the Institute, Virgil gets all butthurt.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor?
Hold on. I'm gonna punch his head off.
You can't go walking around without insurance.
I like it. Walking to a new place and making sure.
Nice. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
I feel ya, yeah.
I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So
I
long as
honestly
you
believe
remember
in that.
who's in charge.
Alright. Hello, little pawn. Who you calling little pawn? I can whip your ass. Like, the Brotherhood of Steel usually isn't a kind of, like, they're not known for being really, I don't know, valiant and being like the heroes of situations. In New Vegas, they were strictly of a technology base. They want technology mostly. They stick to strict Brotherhood values, but in Fallout 3 and 4,
Amari?
Yes, I take it this is
they're
a
more of
social-
like a.
We need your help, Doctor.
It's more of like a humane Brotherhood that goes around helping civilians.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Omar.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact.
Should I be I think I'm gonna be sarcastic. Nah.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine, I'll take a look, but no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
So he reached into his head and ripped a piece of his
From
brain
what I've
out.
seen, all Institute
And that's
technology
kinda
has a
nasty.
similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk.
Oh, take that risk. I don't care about Nick.
I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine.
Hold on, I'm just putting on
Any
some
slight
better
change
armor.
in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and he
Okie
acts as a
dokie.
host.
Let's do this.
Let's get started.
Just sit down over there.
See you on the other side.
Goddamn it, my cat was getting in the way of the TV. Are you gonna do something?
Brainwave
Okay.
migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
No, I don't have an intro or outro yet.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked?
Remember, you are
I think
experiencing
now she
these
wanted me
memories
to
as
kill
Kellogg.
him.
This may
I
prove
should have.
disorienting at first.
Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules.
Conrad Kellogg lived
really,
back in San
I was running
Francisco.
from the guilt of not protecting
California.
her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
Probably Dad beat the living shit out of her.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole. People are always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment, we are all citizens of the California Republic. I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to for a lot of people.
So it looks like San Francisco is like
What's it mean, Mom?
joined the
Nothing, Connor.
NCR.
People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe. Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle.
The
I'm going to
NCR
start
can do
singing
some pretty
all
good
that's
shit.
what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it.
That
if you're
mom
going
is
to
very... That's a negative.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
She's setting a negative
You've
precedent
always
for her
been a
kid.
good boy. This
Where'd the gun
doesn't
go?
seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
Wait, what? Try which one? There's nothing here. Did I break the game? You can go ahead and try to make an intro or outro. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, as soon as I get a better, you know, computer or PC, I'm gonna, like, you know, make some cool edits. Oh, that's up there. Okay, I'm walking in the completely wrong direction. I'm an idiot.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone.
Wise.
I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. It's gonna be
God, look at that.
I thought
I'm
San
surprised the
Francisco
Golden
was
Gate
my
Bridge.
chance to start fresh.
Get
That
you.
was the hot shit. the gunslinger from the hub, rolling into town with the world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while.
You'll see.
Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake.
I'm gonna move on.
Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
No wonder Kellogg lost all his hair. All that stress can get you. Now this is just about him taking up mercenary work. It's nothing too big.
Sit down.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Now this is interesting.
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the... I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
Now I'm gonna let this scene play out because it's super badass.
I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer.
It's funny how like he took those out so swiftly.
We're running out of brain here.
But I could like take him out with a couple grenades.
Ah, there's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Now this is quite dramatic.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Hello, me.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
Computers are still working. That's good. Checking.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never like to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her.
Mary.
Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
Hopefully it's all...
Just find it. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
On C6, down the hall.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me. And I made sure they knew it. I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
No, this is just the beginning, like, you know, thing that rolls out, so I'm just gonna move on.
You're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory, so good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid, like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Is the scene gonna roll out? Yep, there.
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my
X688.
exposure to civilians is a priority.
At least that looks like him.
So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Virgil.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Where'd you pull that out of?
Some heads are gonna roll for
He's
this.
a magician.
Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
That kind of looks like X688, but it's most likely not. What happened to him? Hopefully I don't get claimed for this video because it has the music.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
It seems like he was really attached to the kid.
Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
I think I'm gonna leave this episode here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. You leave a like if you want, and yeah. Have a nice day, I guess, and
I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have.
yeah.